Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's workout. Today we're continuing with our Thanksgiving theme because who would have guessed Thanksgiving actually exists? Most people ignore it because, Black Friday, but whatever. We're keeping the tradition alive here on TMC. All right? And starting with the cold reads is going to be bric-a-brac. Whenever you're ready, go for it.
What makes Thanksgiving special? For Ilka, it's making her family and friends feel welcome. Food brings Ilka and her loved ones together. With the support of her local pantry, there's enough to go around. This holiday season, join the movement to end hunger. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement.
All right, so you get to choose who goes next.
Yes. Apologies. Uh, Cassidy.
All right. Makes Thanksgiving special. For Ilka, it's making her family and friends feel welcome. Food brings Ilka and her loved ones together. With the support of her local pantry, there's enough to go around. This holiday season, join the movement to end hunger. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement. And let's go with Josh.
All right. What makes Thanksgiving special? For Ilka, it's making her family and friends feel welcome. Food brings Ilka and her loved ones together. With the support of her local pantry, there's enough food to go around. This holiday season, join the movement to end hunger. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement. Brennan.
He just mentioned that he's not
I was,
reading
I was
Oh,
about to say, were you looking at chat?
right now.
oh, sorry. Uh, I guess Dub, if that's all right.
All right.
Hey, I just came back from work.
All right. Oh, you were saying something?
I came back.
Yeah,
Hey.
it's your turn.
Okay. What makes Thanksgiving special? For Ilka, it's making her family and friends feel welcome. Food brings Ilka and her loved ones together. With the support of her local pantry, there's enough to go around. This holiday season, join the movement to end hunger. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement. Okay, let's go with Jay.
Alrighty. What makes Thanksgiving special? For Ilka, it's making her family and friends feel welcome. Food brings Ilka and her loved ones together. With the support of her local pantry, there's enough to go around. This holiday season, join the movement to end hunger. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement. Uh, let's go with his HYZ.
Wait, what? I just came in.
Yeah, you're up to read. It's a cold read.
It's your
Oh,
turn,
it's
buddy.
cold read. Oh, it's cold
Yeah.
read. Yeah. Okay. I literally just got in. Thank you. Okay.
Perfect. Then it's going to be the coldest of reads. That's exactly what we want.
You want the coldest of reads, Michael? Gotcha. All right, let's do it. Coldest of reads. Makes Thanksgiving special. For Ilka, it's making her families and friends feel welcome. For Ilka, it's making her family and friends feel welcome. Food brings Ilka and her loved ones together. With the support of her local pantry, there's enough to go around. This holiday season, join the movement to end hunger. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement. I don't know the instructions.
So the people who haven't gone yet are um, myself, Amanda, and Ike. Should you like to read with us today, Ike? Heis, you're choosing who goes next.
Oh, me. Okay.
Yeah, you just read, so you get to
Mm,
choose.
okay. Who hasn't read?
Myself and Amanda, and Ike wish to read with us today.
All right. Let's go with Ike.
Hello, Ike.
What?
You're being put on the spot right now. Would
Break
you
a leg,
like
Ike.
to read today? Yeah, I know. We keep picking the people who just came in. If not, that's cool. I mean, I can go ahead and just volunteer to go next. Okay, no problem. I'll go next then. Let me just note myself down. What makes Thanksgiving special? For Ilka, it's making her family and friends feel welcome. Food brings Ilka and her loved ones together. With the support of her local pantry, there's enough to go around. This holiday season, join the movement to end hunger. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement. All right, Amanda.
Okay. What makes Thanksgiving special? For Ilka, it's making her family and friends feel welcome. Food brings Ilka and her loved ones together. With the support of her local pantry, there's enough to go around. This holiday season, join the movement to end hunger. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement.
Okay, so I believe that's everyone that has volunteered to read. If somebody does want to have a turn later, no problem. We can get to you afterwards. Let's just we'll just go ahead and move along for right now. But yeah, you guys let me know. Also, at any point, if you have any input or feedback, please feel free to unmute and speak. You're all welcome to help me out with this. So let's go ahead and talk about the script itself. The first thing that we always discuss, for those of you who are new here, is microphone technique. Now, microphone technique is going to affect overall how somebody is going to listen to your or hear your performance. So we use pretty esoteric terms. We use terms that we use that are just, you're not going to find them in the wider world, but it's just kind of a more of a concept than it is an actual like term itself. So the two terms that we use are voice over and voice under. When we refer to voiceover, we usually refer to full voiced up front on the microphone at about speaking distance. So the whole pinky between pinky and thumb thing, you kind of want to be within that range of the microphone. Um, and you don't want to be dealing, or you don't want to be too well. No, you do at times, but it's more about your voice being the upfront and center important thing in the particular piece. So normally that's things like character work, theatrical work, or trail. No, not trailers. Uh, but any time that your voice is a main character on screen. Voice under denotes being slightly softer, less harsh on the less high on the volume, and more of the voice over the shoulder, trying to direct somebody's attention to what's happening in front of them. Oftentimes, this can be things like some commercial work and some corporate narration work, um, documentaries, things like that, where you are trying to get people to pay attention to what's happening in front of them. So with that very stumbly and brief overview of those two terms, which do you think that this is? Is this voiceover or is this voice under? What kind of microphone technique should we be practicing here?
I
Voice,
think it's voice under.
Okay.
Agreed.
especially since the highlighted bit is like what Ilka is saying,
Yeah. Okay. Any other thoughts?
Does the obligatory it could be both have to appear?
That does not apply, and you should feel ashamed for suggesting it.
Oh, man.
Give him a little slap on the wrist.
How
How
dare.
could
Man,
you?
come on.
It's not both. It can't be both.
It's like a weight or a teeter totter. One, it could be a little bit of this or a little bit of that, but it has to be one or the
here's the
other.
thing. Here's the thing. If it's not one, if it's not voice under, it is voiceover. Period. Like that's the thing. Like even if it can be used in multiple situations, um, it is you can always default to voiceover. So if you think that this could be used as audio only, then you can use it. Then you can perform it as voiceover. The thing is there's one big key important fact that is that will dip this particular script one way versus the other. Can anybody tell me what they think that is?
It says TV.
Yes, that is correct. It says TV. Sorry, my producer over here is sternly looking at me, trying to tell me something. Yes.
You yourself had said one time that it could be both, so you can't say that.
You could treat it as both,
I
but
knew
it
it.
depends on the situation.
You said both
Got him.
still.
Once.
Got him.
I say it can be like
So that is not
Okay,
a
okay,
situation
okay.
that
We have.
applies all the time.
All right, we're in the middle of a workout. Thank you very
You
much.
said.
I say
She's
it can
Now
be
wait
always
a
both.
bit,
listening.
wild, Michael.
She's always listening.
Sorry, Jay. What were we gonna say?
I was saying I think it's like an ambivert because what you said it could be one or the other. Maybe it could be a voiceover at certain times since it is a soft felt and heartwarming script, but it's always going to be voice under because it has to be loud enough since you're the main one talking. I think.
Actually, so the thing that it will safely and securely put this into the voice under category is the fact that it's a 30-second TV spot. So under title where it says use TV 30 seconds.
Mhm.
This is a voice under script. That means that there's going to be images and whatnot on screen that you're going to try and direct your listeners' focus towards. So this is 100% voice under. We're not going with both. I'm not doing any more technicalities on this. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk about this. So, one of the things that's really, really super important to establish is who are you? Who's doing the speaking? So, who is this V-O character? I really, really hate that there's a dash there, but it's not for me. The client put together the script. Who is this person? Who's speaking?
Someone very compassionate.
Okay.
I wouldn't say a storyteller, but it's someone who helps set up the scene, someone who helps set the mood, someone very compassionate.
Okay, I like that. Somebody compassionate.
I would say someone maybe not who's been through it before, but who knows people who's been through it and wants to like help them as much as possible and spread awareness. So
Okay.
I would agree with her, like with compassion, but more informative as well.
Informative. Okay.
Did your mic get cut off?
No, there might be some connection issues, but I heard everything that Jay said.
Well, based on the script, Ilka talks to the VO person. It sounds like she talks to her anyway. If you were over
Okay.
here and playing with us, you were part of the family and you were going to eat. So, this VO person is someone that probably has a potentially close, familial, intimate relationship with Ilka, enough so much that she would let her or let the VO person be around her family during a holiday. So maybe a potential friend, um, or there's just someone close in that regard.
Okay. Any other thoughts?
Welcoming?
Welcoming. Okay. Okay. So we've got compassionate, informative, close relationship with the subject, and welcoming. That sound about good for like a general like character tones?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now that we have some uh, some character descriptors, can we think of like a particular person who might fit all of that? Like, who is this person? Maybe they are the grandchild of Ilka, or maybe they're one of the friends who were playing over there who were invited to be part of Thanksgiving dinner one day with Ilka. Like, who, now that we have sort of an idea of a compassionate, informative person who's very welcoming and has a close relationship with Ilka, what are some characters that we can think of that would fit those descriptions?
I'd say either a close family friend or perhaps I'm not sure whether or not Ilka's her actual name or just a nickname like grandma or something. I can assume it's like a family member.
Okay. So family, friend, or member.
I mean, I guess it could be like a grandchild. I was thinking more of like her daughter herself, maybe like her first, second
Oh,
born,
okay, okay.
and who was thinking maybe, have her grandchildren in the background, like one or two standing there. Sorry, I'm imagining the scene as well.
Oh, that's
But
good.
yeah, her first or second born, it would be a better perspective since like you're literally the firstborn. You've been there since the hardship, so you know it a little bit better than anybody else.
Okay. I like that. That's a good one. Anybody else? Any other thoughts?
I got one.
Yeah.
Um, Based off of like the wording where it says, if you were over and playing with us, you're part of the family. I was thinking something like a close neighbor that's just really grateful that they're getting to spend some time with people that maybe they didn't know all too well. Now they just feel like family. Maybe they really needed the family or something. Something just close neighbor. Never felt like never been at a table like this before, and they're just really
Okay.
grateful they get to spend time with people.
That's a good one.
Because it's sponsored by Feeding America, I can imagine the spokesperson being a very grateful, previously hungry person that's forever grateful to be a part of someone that feels like family to them.
You know what? The funny thing is you said that just as we got something very very similar in Twitch. Uh, my wife says, "What about just a representative of Feeding America who heard about Ilka's generosity and decided to visit?"
Sure.
So somebody who's like really interested in Ilka's story, right? Like you just you like you love that compassion and you wanted to share that. So that's a good one. Sorry, I'm just noting these down. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think we've got a decent set of descriptors here. So whoever it is you decide to be, whether you're a direct family member or a close friend, one of Ilka's children, a grateful neighbor, or somebody who's just really interested in her story, an Ilka story, and wanted to share that, whatever it is. We agree that this person should be compassionate, informative, have a close relationship to the subject or to what's going on, and be welcoming. Um, when you think of, um, so it says the tone should be warm and inspiring. When you think of warm and inspiring, what are some other synonyms that you can use to describe that feeling or that delivery? Like when something needs to be warm and inspiring, what does that mean to you?
Like soft, empathetic, um,
Bossy.
What was that?
Me. I said fuzzy.
Okay, fuzzy. Okay.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Soft empathetic. Whatever helps you connect to it. That's perfectly fine. I'm not looking for like. There's no like right or wrong answer. It's just other ways to
Yeah.
describe it, other ideas to try to approach it. So
Uh,
soft, empathetic, fuzzy. I love that description, by the way. Actually.
uh, a spirit of admiration, maybe even amazement.
Okay. Okay.
You know.
Admiration or amazement. I like that.
What a, God, I just thought about it. Motivational, like enlifting, empowering, kind
Okay.
of.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say
Uplifting,
uplifting
empowering.
too. And someone who is in awe of such a generous act.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
In awe. Yeah. These are really good.
Comforting.
Comforting. I like that. Okay. So it says over here under the direction, no announcer reads. What is an announcer read? We've talked about this before, but I'm wondering if you know we need to refresh what the idea is. So when you guys think of an announcer read, what is that?
It's like
Uh,
very detached, very rehearsed.
Okay, detached, rehearse.
like you're reading on a script. Like you're,
Tonight at the Save Mart Center.
yeah. That's what I said. Like you're reading a script, or you
Okay,
have something in your hand that you're reading.
okay,
Yeah,
For the
or
game I
Limited
got,
time only.
the
You
opening
know.
of
or
Cyberpunk 2077, literally the announcer
also
from that game.
also not
Good
like something you
morning,
want
Night
to sell.
City! Something like
yeah,
that.
yeah, Sally, salesy stuff like that.
Like you
Yeah.
don't want to sound like you're selling a story, selling an event. This is supposed to be a human story, not something like, oh yes, you need to buy this, you need to go to
Buy it,
Ilka's house, you need
buy it.
to, yeah, something like that.
So come on down to Ilka's
Here
house for
at
some free
Kroger.
food.
Yeah,
We
that's
got
like
turkey, cranberry sauce, stuffing, stuffing, stuffing,
Barb on
and
Mouse.
gravy.
So, yeah, essentially, the announcer read is emotionally disconnected with the subject. Like that's a really technical way to put it, but it's
Thursday,
literally just
Thursday, Thursday.
yeah, it's literally just get the words out and make it sound as good as possible in your voice. Definitely not what we're going for.
Mhm.
So it says the spot is warm and inviting with an air of hope and empowerment. Name is pronounced Ilka. So, I think we've kind of touched on a lot of the descriptor that we're going for here. I hope you guys have noted down a few choices, some of the things that may have stuck out to you that you might want to try in your own reads. Because that's ultimately the goal of the script. What we wanted to do is come up with a particular character that you are. Who are you talking, and why is this important to you? And then, um, how are you going to communicate that this is important to you? So this shouldn't be super serious. It should be like it's mentioned here, welcoming, inspiring. Um, it should be on the happier side. Like this is a good thing. Like Ilka is one of those people in the world that you just have to know, that you want to get to know because they're so warm and loving and inviting. And think about people in your own life who act like that for you. Like maybe it was a childhood friend or like the parent of a childhood friend who always had you over, you know, just to kind of enjoy your time together. Or maybe it was, you know, maybe one of your family members that just, you know, always brought food or always had like just it was just a fun person to be around. Think of these people who are just really uplifting to you in your life, and you're talking about them essentially here. And you're talking about ways to support them in being the kind and amazing human beings that they can be and that they always try to be. So before we dive into the directed reads, does anybody have any other questions, comments, or anything about the script? Okay,
None that I can think of at the moment.
then I'm expecting perfection from all of you. So let's go ahead and dive back into it, starting with bric-a-brac. Whenever you're ready, let's hear it. I'm sure that you're giving us one of the best reads we've ever heard, but we can't hear it because you're muted.
Oh,
Hey, there we go.
all right. All right. Sorry, guys. All right. What makes Thanksgiving special? For Ilka, it's making her family and friends feel welcome. Food brings Ilka and her loved ones together. With the support of her local pantry, there's enough to go around. This holiday season, join the movement to end hunger. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement.
All right, opening it up. What did y'all think of that read?
I feel like it should be a bit slower.
Yeah, it it didn't feel rushed. It sounded really good. I feel like if it went slower, it would sound like you were a little bit more compassionate.
And more like in the scene.
Yeah.
So, bric-a-brac, what are you going for? What is your scene? Who are you, and why are you saying what you're saying?
I am a I'm not a family member. I'm sort of an outsider who's been
Okay.
invited to see how Ilka and her family uh, enjoy each other during Thanksgiving, and I want to share that with the world. So perhaps I'm a reporter, a journalist, and
Okay. Perhaps.
right, I am a perf- a reporter, a journalist, and I
Okay.
want to share that with the world.
Okay. 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 Yeah. Make a decision. We'll direct you away from it if it doesn't work. So you are a reporter trying to share Ilka's story.
Yeah.
Cool. I like that. Slow it down and make sure that you emphasize the important parts to you. What are some things in the script? What are some things that you are saying in this script that are really important to your character?
Food brings Ilka and her loved ones together. With the support of her local pantry, there's enough to go around.
Okay.
I,
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
and also the sort of the call to action to join the movement to end hunger.
Okay. Okay. So those are the things that you should stress, that you should give that weight of importance to. Join the movement to get hunger or to end hunger and get hunger. I haven't had lunch yet, so I'm part of the movement to get hunger. So join the movement to end hunger, right? Like that's something that needs to have some weight and some importance to it. It needs that emotional investment from you if that is important. Food brings Ilka and her loved ones together. With the support of a local pantry, there's enough to go around, right? That's good news, which is oftentimes what we don't hear from reporters these days. So
Mhm.
please be different. Um, but yeah, uh, slow it down and give yourself time to give those parts of the script the weight of importance that you really want to. So whenever you're ready, from the top.
What makes Thanksgiving special? For Ilka, it's making her family and friends feel welcome. Food brings Ilka and her loved ones together. With the support of her local pantry, there's enough to go around. This holiday season, join the movement to end hunger. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement.
All right, opening it up. What did you guys think of that one?
Better. But I feel like it could be even better. I feel like there's enough to go around should be the highlight, you know? That's the most important part of this whole scene, you know?
I agree. But to me, I feel like he really did. He took it and then he rolled with it in a good way. I'm just missing the compassion, just a little bit. I don't know what it is, but it's like the monotone is good, the tone is perfection, but I'm just missing that feeling.
I don't know if it's good, but it like I don't mean that. I mean it felt more passionate than compassionate, I guess. Like how do I say it? Like you believe what you're saying, but it's not. I don't know. I don't know
Okay,
how to
let's
diversify that.
let's alter your prompt a little bit here, Brick-a-Brack. Um, so you're a reporter and you want to share Ilka's story because when you were a kid, you had Thanksgiving over there yourself.
Mm.
Maybe one year your family kind of had it hard, and she invited not only you but your siblings and your mom and dad to go and spend it with her, and it was one of the nicest experiences that you had. Like, It's personally touching to you because this was so uplifting for you at that time, and you knew that the world needs to know about it, and she could really help, help be a figurehead for ending hunger across the world like she did for you that one time.
Mm, okay. Like
So
a
make
sense
it
of
really
gratefulness.
personal.
Okay.
Yeah, gratefulness. Let's bring that up too. So, whenever you're ready, from the top.
All right. What makes Thanksgiving special? For Ilka, is making her family and friends feel welcome. Food brings Ilka and her loved ones together. With the support of her local pantry, there's enough for everyone. Or, retake that. Uh, Food brings Ilka and her loved ones together. With the support of her local pantry, there's enough to go around. This holiday season, join the movement to end hunger. Get involved at feedamerica.org/the movement.
Okay. That one had a lot more of that personal investment that I wanted to hear.
Mm,
Um, Still really quick though. You're
yeah,
moving really, really quick. And let's one of the things that I'm always an advocate of is starting off strong. So let's change your opening. You're asking what makes Thanksgiving special as like a question. It should be more of like a philosophical question. So it starts up and goes down instead of what you've been doing is starting down and going up. What makes Thanksgiving special? What we want to do is the opposite. What makes Thanksgiving special? You see what I mean? Like it's supposed to
yeah.
give it that little bit of like a philosophical kind of what makes it special to you? Well, for Ilka, it's making her family and friends feel welcome, right? Because she did that to me when I was young. She did that for me. She brought me and my family into her home. So start philosophical and then immediately give it that personal touch to it, right? Like it happened for me. She opened her doors to us. Let's just do that opening. Just that opening.
What makes Thanksgiving special? For Ilka, it's making her family and friends feel welcome.
Okay. Second half good, but you're still asking a question. What makes Thanksgiving special? No, again,
Mm.
up to down. What makes Thanksgiving special? Give me that.
What makes Thanksgiving special?
Yes. Yes. Perfect. Now
Mm.
put it all together. Whole thing from the top.
What makes Thanksgiving special? For Ilka, it's making her family and friends feel welcome. Food brings Ilka and her loved ones together. With the support of her local pantry, there's enough to go around. This holiday season, join the movement to end hunger. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement.
Opening it up. What did you guys think? Okay, well, look at that. You stunned him. Nobody has anything to say about that. I personally loved it. That's it's supposed to be a clap, okay, not crickets. Thank you very
It was so beautiful.
much. Yes, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
That was so much better. Sorry, my brothers. That was so much better. Proud of you.
Oh, and like it's not about anything technical. It's just about it's about your impression. Like, how did that sound to you? So, I mean, if you have an opinion, please share it. Doesn't matter if it's technical or not.
Mm.
But yeah, I think you hit absolutely everything. Starting off right really carried the rest of your read through incredibly strong. In my
Yeah,
opinion,
that
I
was
think
much better.
yeah, in my opinion, I think you really communicated what it is you were trying to go for. A personal, uh, like actually deeply impactful experience. Sure, it could have done with being tad bit slower. I think most
Yeah.
reads usually can, but for the most part, I think what you did emotionally was really really impactful. What were you feeling as you were delivering it?
Um. Uh. Sort of a respect for Ilka.
Hmm.
Um. Sort of a deep respect, uh, admiration. Um. And an amazement at her selflessness and how infectious her love is. That everyone in her family wants to be around her all the time. So, uh, So there was just this sense of sort of like wonder at how she could just be so giving, so comforting, so just attractive to everyone.
Mhm.
As I read the words.
Well, again, you feeling that absolutely came through in your delivery, and I think you did a fantastic job with it.
Thanks, man.
Well, thank you. You're off the hook now. You did a fantastic
Hey,
job. Moving it right along to Cassidy, whenever you're ready from the top.
What makes Thanksgiving special? For Ilka, it's making her family and friends feel welcome. Food brings Ilka and her loved ones together. With the support of her local pantry, there's enough to go around. This holiday season, join the movement to end hunger. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement.
Okay, opening it up. What do you guys think? Oh, man. Ah, I'm sorry. It's making me tear up. Let's get,
I'm sorry, I don't have any criticism. I just want to say that I love your pronunciation. It's so proper and it's like you can hear what you're saying so properly. I just love it. So sorry.
okay. Okay. Well, hey, good,
Maybe
solid
for
pronunciation is always a good thing.
maybe for a little bit of feedback, I felt like the end at the very beginning got kind of rushed, and then you slowed it back down. I guess the end sounded a little more jumbled together.
Okay.
All right.
So,
I
Cassidy.
was
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
no, not at all.
ahead.
I wasn't certain how you felt about Ilka. Um, I don't think you disliked her or anything, but there wasn't I personally I would like to hear a committed feeling for how you feel about who she is and what she's doing and what she embodies.
Yeah, that was actually going to be my question. What is, who are you? What's your character, and why are you talking about Ilka, Cassidy?
This is something I always struggle with.
Okay, and that's okay. So, did you not really have one?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem, no problem.
I know I really should have something in mind going into it.
Mhm. Well, yeah, but here's the thing. This is why you come to practice. It's to work
Yeah.
on stuff like that. So that's okay. That's not a problem. The correct answer is whatever your answer is. Like I'm not looking for one specific. Um, so that being said, out of the characters that we talked about, so we have a family friend or member, or one of like Ilka's direct children, a grateful neighbor, or a like a rep or somebody who works for the company who absolutely loves Ilka's story. Which one of those sounds like you could really connect with it more than the others?
I'm just kind of thinking.
Yeah, no problem. Take the time you need to. I don't need an exact answer right immediately. I just definitely want you to think about it
All right.
because the ultimately a good performance comes from a good connection to the subject, connection to what it is you're saying. And it's fine if you don't want to be directly involved. You can be somebody who just likes Ilka's story and wants to tell it. That's perfectly fine. We just need to have a good frame of reference to try to get away from a reedy sound.
All right.
I could hear a distinct pattern as you were reading that. And that is the reedy pattern that Michael is talking about.
Mhm. Yeah, that's why it's really, that's why, just thinking about some kind of character to approach this from, that would really help out a lot.
Pattern?
Yeah, so what you were doing is you were reading every line like starting mid-tone, ending off on a down note. Food brings Ilka and her loved ones together. With the support of her local pantry, there's enough to go around.
Hmm.
It was that, and that's because again, sure, but not everybody has strengths in doing this, and that's perfectly fine. But not knowing exactly what you want to do with something does that. You start defaulting to a particular delivery. And that's why we want to have a character somewhere, somebody that you can approach this situation from. That's not just you reading a script.
All right.
So why don't we try? Let's just assign one. Let's see if it works. If it doesn't, we can try something else. But why don't we do like what Bric-a-Brac had? You are you're a reporter and you want to tell Ilka's story, right? So this is a story you want people to know about because you feel it's really super special. Because when you were younger, she reached out to you, and she
Think
had
that woman on CNN, Jeannie Moss, a little human interest.
Mm. I don't know.
I don't know, Heiz. I don't know why Brendan is shaking his head. But anyway, let's get back to the character. So again, you are um, you want to share Ilka's story because you feel it's really really important. Let's just give that a try and let's see what it does for you. Okay?
Okay.
From the top, whenever you're ready.
What makes Thanksgiving special? For Ilka, it's making her family and friends feel welcome. Food brings Ilka and her loved ones together. With the support of her local pantry, there's enough to go around. This holiday season, join the movement to end hunger. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement.
Okay, opening it up. What did y'all think?
There's still a pattern there. It's just the
Yeah,
exact opposite this time.
I'm
Okay.
trying to.
Okay, it happens. It's okay.
It's hard.
Yeah, yeah. No, voiceover isn't easy. And again, that's why you're here to practice. It doesn't have to be perfect. We're just trying.
Hey, if I could, I
Please.
wasn't here. I'm sorry, I wasn't here for the script analysis, but the thing that jumps out to me immediately, the call to action ought to be different than the body. That sentence before this holiday season, this holiday season, that sentence on is your call to action. So make that just a touch different than what you're talking about, Elka.
Okay. Hmm.
Yeah, I would say uh, keep the idea of trying to keep the idea of or rather conjure up an idea of how you feel about Ilka as you talk about her, almost as if she was someone you really liked, loved, maybe even loved. Someone you care about, or someone you deeply respect, like maybe a teacher or a coach or a counselor or something like that. Anyone that's touched your life. I think that'll help um, with the pattern the other fella said he discovered. It might um, bring more character to the read.
Okay.
Oh, that was a little rushed too, just like me.
Isn't
So,
that always the case?
yeah,
It's okay. It's pretty
just a
common.
little, just a touch.
You know what? Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
I think it's less important to worry so much about the pace right off the bat, and more important to get the character down because the
Mm.
pace can happen afterwards. That's fine. So, Cassidy, do you feel any more prepared? Do you have a better idea of what you want to do? Are you feeling a little bit off, a little nervous? What's up? How can we help you?
I'm just. I
You want us
think
to
this
stick
is more of a long-term thing
Okay.
with getting into character.
Hmm.
They will
No
tell
worries.
you that the pattern thing happens to everybody.
Yes, it is a very common experience. That's why we have pattern breaks. Would you like to give it another try, or would you like
Yeah.
to pass it along for now?
Take
You
another
feeling
swing.
a little nervous? Why don't you try doing like a Valley Girl read?
Uh, uh, oh,
Here, Cassidy. Take it easy. You're all right. You're doing good. Again, you've given us some really fantastic reads before. So, the only reason why we have you on the spot right now is because we know you can do it. But if you're feeling really nervous, that's okay. That's perfectly fine. Would you like us to skip past you? We can come back to you
no,
afterward.
I can do this.
Okay, okay. That's perfectly fine. If you want to give it a try now, then go for it. Go ahead and give us another read.
You got this, Cassidy.
Yeah, you can do it.
Cassidy, Cassidy.
Uh, what makes. Oh,
Here. Um, we can come back to you. Okay? Stick
okay.
around. We can come back to you. Take a breath. Again, you've given us some really, really good reads before, and I know you can do it. But if you need to take a moment, that's perfectly fine. You're totally okay. Let's move on for right now, and we'll come back to you. So, up next is Josh. Josh, whenever you're ready, go for it.
Yes, sir. What makes Thanksgiving special? For Ilka, it's making her friends and family feel welcome. Food brings Ilka and her loved ones together. With the support of her local pantry, there's enough to go around. The holiday in this holiday season, join the movement to end hunger. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement.
All right, opening it up. What did you guys think?
I don't know about you, but that kind of felt a little stilted.
It felt
Um,
more like. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Brick Brock.
no, I've been blabbing. You go first.
Okay, thank you. It felt more like a over. I think a over voice or a
Mhm.
voice over, because it was a bit more quieter. It felt like he was in the background and he was just, I guess, saying it like a salesperson who's on like half half volume, like on a TV, almost not really projecting, more like just saying something that was already said. I'm sorry, I don't know.
It's okay. We're not asking for perfection, just whatever you've got. Any other thoughts? Any other ideas?
Yeah. Uh, it felt it initially sounded very um one tone.
Monotone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe just try to sound more inspired. Uh, so I guess maybe I don't know what you can do to do that, but I don't want to say energy. I don't want to say energy.
Do not.
You just
I'm
did. I'm just
yeah,
okay.
Energy is a bad word. You should
yeah.
never use it.
So just maybe more upbeat. Um,
I'm
more
just a
excited
bit
maybe.
tense is all.
Yeah, yeah. Still getting the words in your mouth. I totally get that.
So Josh, who's your character? Who's speaking right now?
I don't have a scene.
Ah, there we go.
Thanks.
There's the
There we
culprit.
go. And that's where it's coming from. That's where a lot of this is coming from. So choose one. Whatever it is, just whatever you feel you can go ahead and and get yourself into, choose that and then read it from that. Then we can really give you some good direction.
Okay, let me take a moment to look at the scene. Okay. What makes Thanksgiving special? For Ilka, it's making her friends and family feel welcome. Food brings Ilka and her loved ones together. With the support of her local pantry, there's enough to go around. This holiday season, join the movement to end hunger. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement.
Okay. Same question as before. Who are you? What is your scene?
What I pictured in my head, it's I don't know what's commercial specifically, but it's like a not like a narrator, but I guess like a person walking around looking at the camera, and in the background you see Ilka and that kind of commercials, those kind
Okay.
of ads. That's what I was going for. I can't
Okay.
remember
You're
what I
feeling
was
more of like
looking.
a spokesperson role?
Yeah, kind of, but not in a announcer voice. Kind of like a like how people said earlier. It's more attached and relatable kind of
Mm.
person. So I'm picturing like a not a person in a tuxedo, but like a person dressed for a family occasion. He's just walking around, hand movements, looking like, oh, for Ilka, her friends and family are here for the food, here to spend time with each other. That kind of
Ah,
that kind of feeling. That kind of
okay.
feeling.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're on thin ice. But you see, here's the thing. Um, I'm pretty sure all of you heard it as well, but now that there was actually a more clear scene, there was a completely different amount of engagement with the script itself, right? Did you guys hear that?
Yeah, on the second run, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, much more engagement with the script. So that's why it's super important to have a clear idea of the scene. Otherwise, the direction that we're going to be giving you is kind of like we're basically trying to handle all of the symptoms, but we haven't actually figured out what the we haven't actually, dealt with the problem. So
Mhm.
the issue was you didn't have a scene. Now that you did, it sounded much better. So I'm glad that you have a scene. Who is your character? Who are you?
I am a spokesperson that is talking about a family that's very relatable to
Okay.
people who would donate food and all that stuff.
Okay. Okay. So you're
So
highlighting the good that Feeding America can do, right?
yes,
Okay.
and
Um
I'm talking as a spokesperson, but in a very relatable tone, or
okay.
very relatable, or
So
happy,
let's
or
let's let's tweak your character to be more personally involved with what's going on. You knew Ilka growing up.
mhm,
You knew her growing up. You went over and you experienced that feeling of like walking into her house and smelling stuff getting cooked. That smell of like when you open up a home and somebody's been baking and cooking all day. It's just full of those beautiful like bready aromas and herby and whatnot. Yeah, you
mhm.
remember that as a kid, and that really brightened up one year for you. It felt really low, but you walked in, you smelled that. She came up, she gave you a hug, and it was just yeah, no, these are the kinds of people that we need to uplift. That's why you got
Okay,
involved in Feeding America. Okay?
okay.
Let's see what that does to your read whenever you're ready from the top.
What makes Thanksgiving special? For Ilka, it's making her family and friends feel at home. Let me try it again. What makes Thanksgiving special? For Ilka, it's making her friends and family feel welcome. Food brings Ilka and her loved ones together. With the support of her local pantry, there's enough to go around. This holiday season, join the movement to end hunger. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement.
All right, opening it up. What did you all think? Again, I'm going for impressions, not anything technical.
I thought it was actually really good. So it was a big improvement from when he first did it. So yes.
Yeah, I think he started really strong. That that first stanza there, what makes Thanksgiving special. He really sounded like he knew that he knew what he wanted to talk about, and there was a like a cohesiveness to it, to how he started. I enjoyed it.
Okay, any other thoughts? All right, one last direction for you, Josh, and then you're off the hook. One last
All
one.
right.
I want to do the same thing that I did with bric-a-brac with you. Make that first question more philosophical. What makes Thanksgiving special? High to low
Okay.
versus low to high. What makes Thanksgiving special?
Okay.
So the reason being is again that when you speak like that, when you have that sort of more philosophical approach to your questions, it sounds more warm and inviting, at least in my opinion. Please let me know if you disagree. I'd love to hear your reasoning too. Um, but I think if we just start off strong, again, that first introductory section right over there, you'll roll through it much easier. What
Okay.
makes Thanksgiving special? For Ilka, it's making her family and friends feel welcome.
Gonna try and do a smile if I can.
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
Whatever you want to try, do it. Whenever you're ready.
Sorry, just one more thing. I was recording uh a few days ago.
Yeah,
Is my gain okay?
yeah,
Cuz
yeah. You sound fine.
I can't check right now.
Yeah, you
Oh,
sound
it's
perfectly
okay.
fine.
Okay, good. All right, I just wanted to ask that. Thank you.
You're all good.
Okay. What makes Thanksgiving special? For Ilka, it's making her friends and family feel welcome. Food brings Ilka and her loved ones together. With the support of her local pantry, there's enough to go around. This holiday season, join the movement to end hunger. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement.
Okay, opening it up. What did you all think?
I think that I think it was his third read, right?
Yeah.
I found it to be the most fluid. Um, I think you really got familiar with the script, and you were able to sort of ride it well.
Yeah.
At the beginning, it was in my head. It wasn't just me walking around, as I told you earlier. It's more of like I just got into a house of friends and family, like Ilka's house. I just walked in the door and I'm handing out hugs and all that, and then I look at the camera and then I do the question. So kind of like actually putting myself in the shoes of
Yeah.
a guest or a close family friend walking into the house, giving hugs and kisses and all that stuff.
So here's the fun part. Um, there was a minor change that you made to the script. I wouldn't have you redo it because it still really worked. The only thing you did was you flipped family and friends.
Yeah, I noticed that
And
too.
but here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. The I genuinely don't know if a director would have you retake that because the overall tone that you gave us was super solid. Like it was much
Yeah,
more
I,
solid and much more personally invested in the previous ones that you gave. And giving it that even that slight little change, if that felt, excuse me, if that felt more natural to you, then I think that would be the take they would just go with. Because I mean,
hmm
it's such a minor thing. Friends and family versus family and friends. Like, you know,
I'm just switching two words around. It's not
yeah,
like it's going to change anything.
exactly. You
I
might
think
you
like
might get you
I'm
might get
sorry, go
some
ahead.
people who are super nitpicky about that,
Yeah. That's what
but
I was going to say, like if this was an audiobook like you said before, it had or a narration, you had that's different, but this is like a
yeah, no,
I
this
mean
is
it's
this
just
is
two
commercial.
words, but this
Yeah,
is yeah.
the subject is exactly the same. It's not like you altered it that much or anything. It was just the order that changed. And genuinely, I think that this was your strongest read so far of it. So I'm
All
happy
right.
with going ahead and moving forward with that.
Yay. All right.
Alrighty
I
then.
appreciate it, everyone.
Moving right along to Dub. Dub, whenever you're ready, let's hear it.
All right. What makes Thanksgiving special? For Ilka, it's making her family and friends feel welcome. Food brings Ilka and her loved ones together. With the support of her local pantry, there's enough to go around. This holiday season, join the movement to end hunger. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement.
Okay, opening it up. What did y'all think?
That was pretty good, except for that last sentence. It sounded a little bit clunky. I think you can smooth that out just a little bit better. But I like the body of it. I don't think you need to change anything tonally or pace wise.
Okay.
Yo, who have you been coaching with? You're sounding pretty good.
Who
I'm
do you
kind of
think?
impressed.
Who do you think, Michael?
Well, now you're learning, and that's the important part.
Right.
Um, yeah, I think so. It sounded like you had a really strong idea of who you were and what you were saying throughout the majority of it. That last sentence, though, became salesy. It was detached.
Okay.
Get involved. That's how you started it off. So it was like, this holiday season, join the movement to end hunger. Get involved at feedingamerica.org slash. Do you see that jump?
Okay. Yeah.
No, no, no. Yeah. Keep it in the same emotional. You're. This should be a heartfelt invitation. Get involved. Like you can help make these stories possible. So make it personal.
Okay.
Dub.
Yeah.
Um, wow, for a first pass, I thought that was really great. I mean, you sounded like you knew what you were reading.
I cheated.
Like,
I practiced it earlier.
oh, hey, I did too. It's okay. No, that's right on, man. Um, um, if anything, that one, the line about food brings Ilka and her loved ones together. To me, it sounded a little glossed over. Not maybe not glossed over, but just sort of dispassionate. I would suggest maybe sounding more like you care, like it's like she's figured out a secret recipe to really bring people together, and it's amazing. So maybe a sense of appreciation or a little more, some emotion, some investment there. I thought
Okay.
would serve you well.
Gotcha.
Could serve you well.
All
Anything
right.
else?
No, I mean so far your take is solid. Let's just give it those slight little tweaks whenever you're
Let's
ready
hope I
from the
do it
top.
again, right?
Of course, from the top.
Gotcha. What makes Thanksgiving special? For Ilka, it's making her family and friends feel welcome. Food brings Ilka and her loved ones together. With the support of her local pantry, there's enough to go around. This holiday season, join the movement to end hunger. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement.
So close.
Damn
You see, here's the thing, though. For the most part, again, your tone actually improved, so you sounded much more warm and inviting throughout the whole thing. But that second paragraph there, um, you really, and again, I'm bringing this up because the rest of your read was, in my opinion, very solid. So I have to be really nitpicky with it. Um, you hit local really hard, and with the support of our local pantry. That's not really the key part of that sentence. It's there's enough. You kind of brushed away there's enough to go around.
Highlighting it, underlining
So
it.
you said food brings Ilka and her loved ones together. With the support of her local pantry, there's enough to go around.
Okay.
Do you see what's going on there now?
Yeah, I believe so.
Food brings Ilka and her loved ones together. With the support of her local pantry, that's more of the throwaway. With the support of a local pantry, although it's not really a throwaway, it's still kind of key. There's enough to go around. There's enough what to go around? Enough food, which is what you're referring back to. Reference.
Right.
Wasn't that one of Nancy's lessons?
Yeah. That's what I am still working on, okay?
Okay, so you're referencing. So there's enough to go around is referencing the food that is so important. Food brings Ilka and her loved ones together. With the support of a local pantry, there's enough to go around. See the reference?
Yeah.
One of Nancy's lessons in practice, right here. Go for it.
All right. What makes Thanksgiving special? For Ilka, it's making her family and friends feel welcome. Food brings Ilka and her loved ones together. With the support of her local pantry, there's enough to go around. This holiday season, join the movement to end hunger. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement.
All right, opening it up. What did you all think? And just to give some context to this whole thing, he's training with a coach that I went through all of my training with, so please be as detailed, granular, and specific as possible.
Please make me cry.
It's okay, Nancy will do that enough for you.
Let's ruin your day.
For me, it's the second paragraph still.
Still,
Uh,
okay.
Food brings Ilka and her loved ones together. How do you feel about that food? That it's what brings her. It didn't sound like there was you attached a feeling to it, a commitment to it of some kind. Maybe it sounded just sort of like, she's great, and food is what she does. That's what works for her. Maybe some sort of something about it that maybe you like about it, a commitment to how you feel about what her key to success is might help that second paragraph.
I see. Just to give everyone some context of what I was trying to go for. Like for my character, I was actually more so picturing me because I have a godmother, and throughout my whole life she's always been there, and I always kind of felt like I was out of place, but no matter what, she always made me feel welcome. Her whole family always made me feel welcome, and I never really thought about the food so much as I thought about the people. So maybe that's just where I'm conflicting with it, possibly. I don't know.
So maybe you could, obviously it says food, but maybe when you read like the food brings Ilka and her loved ones together, maybe instead of that, think of people. People brings Ilka and her loved ones together. But I don't know, just a greater sense of caring there, I think would really bring that out.
Okay. Fish are friends, not food.
Okay.
You're on the
Anything
menu
else?
tonight.
All right.
All right, from the top.
What makes Thanksgiving special? What makes Thanksgiving special? For Ilka, it's making her family and friends feel welcome. Food brings Ilka and her loved ones together. With the support of her local pantry, there's enough to go around. This holiday season, join the movement to end hunger. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement.
So I'm gonna have you retake the last line.
Yeah, I kind of felt it too.
Uh-huh.
Feedingamerica.org/the movement. You're breaking after org. So you're saying feedingamerica.org/the movement. So
So you
carry
want it
it
all
through
in one
to the end.
piece?
Yes, all in one go.
Okay, let me just mark that real quick. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the I broke it again, didn't I? Again.
Indeed, you did. So Feeding America. So let's just do the URL. Okay, just do the URL all the way through. Feedingamerica.org/the movement. Go ahead.
Okay,
Come
no,
on.
I just
This is
I
this is
was
gonna be a one-on-one thing.
I was marking my script. Feedingamerica.org/the movement.
Okay. One more time. Feedingamerica.org/the movement.
Feedingamerica.org/the movement.
There you go. Whole sentence.
Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement.
And here I muted up when I was supposed to. Okay. Now put it into a whole read from the top to the bottom.
Okay. Let me just wing. Go. Okay. What makes Thanksgiving special? For Ilka, it's making her family and friends feel welcome. Food brings Ilka and her loved ones together. With the support of her local pantry, there's enough to go around. This holiday season, join the movement to end hunger. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement.
There, you're done. You're done. You put the whole thing together. It sounded fantastic. I mean, again, your tone and everything was not off the mark from before, but now you've just made it one complete solid read. I'm
Mm.
I'm happy with it.
Okay. Did it hit what you wanted, bric-a-brac? Or
Yeah.
was it still lacking?
No. I think there was a lot more in that second paragraph. Yeah, there was a lot more. There was a lot more there. So no, I thought it was fantastic. And it was something about the third time's the charm with a lot of us, I guess, once we get that script in our mouths. It's really
Practice
starting.
makes perfect, right?
Yeah, we're really cooking. Yeah.
All right, cool.
All right, moving it right along to Jay.
Okay. What makes Thanksgiving special? For Ilka, it's making her family and friends feel welcome. Food brings Ilka and her loved ones together. With the support of her local pantry, there's enough to go around. This holiday season, join the movement to end hunger. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement.
Okay, opening it up. What did you all think?
It's a good start of a character you've got going on there, but I think you could lean into it just a little bit more and relax a little bit to smooth out the delivery.
Okay, I was scared. Sorry. Relax a little bit more.
Yeah, but that's the funny thing about being told to relax. You know, it's like
Does it work?
it's so much more difficult too. It's like you're really tense. Relax, just relax. um, but really quick, did you have a character and a scene in mind, Jay?
Yes, I did have a character in mind. When I was talking about the first child, I also was thinking about she works at I think the Federal American Hunger thingy. I'm sorry, I forget names a lot.
Feeding
But I was
America.
thinking of yes. I think like my character was the child working at Feeding America and thought of her mom when they came up with a project like, oh, yeah, we need something to present for Thanksgiving for the Hunger Society.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
do you know anybody? That's what I was thinking.
So, again, I'm going to ask you this question just because I want to know a frame of reference. I'm not. This is. There's no. I hope you see that there's no shaming or anything here. But what is your experience with voiceover? Like, how long have you been involved with it? What have you learned so far? I just kind of want to have a grasp of where you're at.
So with voice acting, I been into it, but a lot of people told me it didn't make so much money. So I've been voice acting for no less than a week.
Okay.
However, my experience goes back for like a year or
Okay.
two.
Okay. Um. So, have you read in front of other people before? Have you done anything like this in the
Yes,
past? Okay.
yes, I read and I write scripts. I'm actually in theater arts in high school right now, so
Okay.
that's what I have to practice as well, like expression, emotion.
Okay. So I like the fact that you chose like you have a clear idea of who it is that you are and what it is that you want to do, but what I want you to try doing is really leaning into that. Like I want you to really feel the warmth and the emotion of that time of year, of that particular memory. Like I need to hear you really reliving that with this next read.
All right, 1 second.
Okay. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and give us the next read. Take your
What makes Thanksgiving special? For Ilka, it's making her family and friends feel welcome. Food brings Ilka and her loved ones together. With the support of her local pantry, there's enough to go around. This holiday season, join the movement to end hunger. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement.
time. Okay. Opening it up. What did you guys think of that one?
Second pass was definitely better than the first. I heard some more investment overall throughout the read. Um, I the I just think to the discussion you two just had. As you were talking just casually, you sounded I heard so much in your voice, upbeat, and just I like to hear that in the read as well. Sort of I don't want to say happiness, but I don't want to say that either. That other word, um, but uh, uh, an enthusiasm. I'd like to hear in maybe future reads or future passes.
Okay. Okay, enthusiasm. I got this. I'm just very nervous. I got this.
Yeah, you do. You totally do. Because here's the thing: your emotional investment throughout that last read was really really solid. It just dropped off at that last sentence. But I think that passion that what Brick-a-Brack was talking about, you could put that there right on that last one. It's like, please help us out. Help bring more of this to the world. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement.
Mm.
Right? You see how you can weave that all together.
Yes.
Cool. Let's hear it whenever you're ready.
All right. Not gonna go back to the script. What makes Thanksgiving special? For Ilka, it's making her family and friends feel welcome. Food brings Ilka and her loved ones together. With the support of her local pantry, there's enough to go around. This holiday season, join the movement to end hunger. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement. I don't like the last part. Can I redo the last part?
Since this is your first time with us, I'll go ahead and let that one slide. But that was a violation.
Let's
of the
fix
market
that. Give me an ABC of the last line.
Yes, there we go. There we go.
ABC?
That
Yeah,
means
so
read it 3 times, 3 different ways.
Oh, okay. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement. I like the second one. I like
They
the
all
second one.
sounded the same to me. Does anyone else hear the
Yeah,
same?
no, it was the same.
Oh
thing.
yeah,
On
no,
the
they all
page.
sound the same. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement. Get involved. Get involved, you know?
So,
There's inflection on each one.
now that it's come up twice, I'm going to go ahead and inform everybody here of the 2 rules that we have during the directed reads, because normally people are pretty good about not breaking them, but so these rules were named after 2 of our previous attendees to the workouts. One of them is the first rule is the Dan rule, and the other one is the Nephilim rule. So the Dan rule states that when you are up to read, you do not critique your own read at all. Period. That's not your job. Your job is to focus on your performance. That's what we want to hear. Your directors, your clients, whoever it is that you're working for, they are going to be giving you the feedback on your read that you need, not you. You don't judge yourself that way because it's way too easy for you to start really bringing yourself farther down than you should. So we want to just direct you away from that. Focus on just your choices and on making your and on just sending out the delivery, because there's way too many anecdotal stories of actors who have landed roles that they didn't think they were going to land because they hated the audition that they put in, and that was the one that got it for them. So your own personal opinion of your reads in the end don't land you work. Just putting it like that. The other rule, the Nephilim rule, is do not apologize for your read before, during, or after it. Don't say, all right, I'm sorry, I'm new to this. It's fine. Everybody starts somewhere. Everybody has their things that they need to work on. That's why we're here to practice. We're not here to be perfect. We're here to work on the things that we're not perfect in. So there's no reason to apologize for it. If you make a mistake somewhere, everybody does it, from the highest, constantly working professionals to absolute new people to the entire thing. That's it. The third one also is the energy rule. I forgot about that one because that one's new. That one's pretty recent. Energy is a bad word and should never be used in any kind of a direction. You mean something when you say energy. It means something much more specific, and we want that. So avoid at all cost saying that word in any kind of a directorial sense. Now, that being said, um, Jay, what you did is you gave us the same delivery of that last sentence, 3 different pitches, moving up the entire time. So get
Okay.
involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement.
Oh, okay. I get that.
So what we want is give something, uh, some part of that word, or not word, sorry, some part of that sentence, a little bit more emphasis or a little bit more focus. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement.
Okay.
See, so
Okay.
the first one was get involved. It took the most important, prominent part. The second one was the URL took the most prominent, important part, and the third one was an even thing throughout the whole thing.
Okay.
So, um, why don't you go ahead and give us another ABC take of that last sentence whenever you're ready?
Okay. Okay. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement.
Okay. Any one of those you guys particularly liked?
It still kind of felt a little homogenous, at
I
least
heard some
according to
differences.
me.
Yeah, I, I, I heard some distinction. Uh, the third one stands out to me. Um, so I guess the third one.
Okay. All right. Jay, are you still feeling nervous?
Yeah. You could just skip me.
Okay. All right. No problem. No problem. Again, you are welcome to join us at any other practices that we have. Okay. So please feel free.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So then we're going to go ahead and move along to highs.
Hi. That's me. Hello. Okay. We still doing cold reads?
Cold reads? Highs, where have you been
Oh.
this whole time?
In my mom's basement.
Oh, okay. No, we're on the directed reads now. We already did all the script breakdown and everything.
Got you. All right. What makes Thanksgiving special? For Ilka, it's making her family and friends feel welcome. Food brings Ilka and her loved ones together. With the support of her local pantry, there's enough to go around. This holiday season, join the movement to end hunger. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement.
Okay, opening it up. What did you all think? Hey, yo, not everybody at once. Come on, slow it down a little bit here.
Sounded very warm and sentimental. You're definitely on the right track.
Mm.
Brennan said sultry. Was it too sultry? Okay.
I wouldn't say that. Um, I think what it is you approach this with the exact opposite issue that most people did. I think it was probably just a little too slow.
Oh, okay.
So I think you can stick with the same choices, but if you speed it up a little bit, it goes from that slow, sultry sound to more of that caring and involved sound. So I think this just needs a little bit extra speed.
Speedy? Okay. Speedy. Okay. All right. Keep the warmth, but speed it up. Is that what I'm hearing?
Just
Okay.
yeah, just a little bit though, not a whole lot, just a little bit.
Mm.
Yes, sir. Let's do it. What makes Thanksgiving special? For Elka, it's making her family and friends feel welcome. Food brings Ilka and her loved ones together. With the support of her local pantry, there's enough to go around. This holiday season, join the movement to end hunger. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement.
Okay, opening it up. Thoughts?
I have a thought Director, what's the rate for this advertisement?
You know, in these days, it's never enough.
Okay. Where's Brennan going? Come back. Come back, wait.
Uh,
I think I'm in
anyway,
trouble.
no, it's trouble. It's just Brennan being Brennan. Um, so here's the thing: you have okay,
Go
go
for it.
ahead.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. James? Oh, okay, 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 okay. Of course, of course. You guys are the directors. Yeah. Exactly. Bright enough. Okay.
Highs, what is your
Gotcha.
scene? Who are
My
you?
scene
Why are you
is
saying what you're saying?
all right. So when you went around asking people that, what came into my mind was I wanted to step a little bit outside the story and play the voice in the sky. Basically, as God, looking at one of my kids going, "Oh, look at Ilka. Look at Ilka doing the most amazing thing." I want to support her. I want people to know about it. An observer, but that wants to support, if that makes sense.
Okay, okay. So here's what I want you to do. I want your main emotion to, instead of being what you had before, I want it to be pride. I want you to feel proud of Ilka.
Proud. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear. I just really want you to hear to be proud of her and of what she's doing.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Proud of what she's doing. Brighten up a bit.
Hmm.
Okay. So that it'll lose that sultriness. Let's try that.
Whenever you're ready.
Gotcha, Derek. What makes Thanksgiving special? For Ilka, it's making her family and friends feel welcome. Food brings Ilka and her loved ones together. With the support of her local pantry, there's enough to go around. This holiday season, join the movement to end hunger. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement.
Yeah, yeah. In my opinion, that was definitely the read right there. What did you guys think?
Yeah, much, much better. Great job.
Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement.
Damn, that was spot on.
I saw that Morgan Freeman give it. I'd like to get involved in feeding. Okay. If my
Mr.
directors are happy with that, I'm happy with that.
Oh yeah,
Mr.
absolutely.
Thank you so
Absolutely.
much.
Well, then let's go ahead and move it along because, yeah, I think you absolutely nailed it.
Thank you.
To me. What makes Thanksgiving special? For Ilka, it's making her family and friends feel welcome. Food brings Ilka and her loved ones together. With the support of her local pantry, there's enough to go around. This holiday season, join the movement to end hunger. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement. Opening it up. Very low. Okay. Was my gain down low? Do I need to turn that up? Is that what it was? Or is it just the performance? Okay. So I need to bring that up a bit more?
I couldn't hear you at all.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, there's like nothing coming on my end.
Wow.
That's not good. Okay.
Yeah, I
ahead.
would say, I mean, you didn't sound melancholy or sullen or anything, but inspiring isn't what initially came to mind. So, as the moderator said, yeah, maybe Yellow Brick Road.
All right. We'll give it a go. Let's see what we can do. Allergies. What makes Thanksgiving special? For Ilka, it's making her family and friends feel welcome. Food brings Ilka and her loved ones together. With the support of her local pantry, there's enough to go around. This holiday season, join the movement to end hunger. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/themovement.
I like it. Very warm, very sentimental.
See, I'm happy during my read. She's actually heading over here right now as we speak. But any other thoughts? Any other input?
No.
Yeah, you see.
What
now,
if?
Now this is a real smile. Retake line 2. Okay. Any particular things, or you just want me to do it again? First sentence. Okay.
What if? On the call to action, maybe. There's that enthusiasm you started with, that an urging enthusiasm. Hey, get involved.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Give it more of an urging enthusiasm. I can do that. Sure. I'm waiting to see what Brennan has to say. He slowly types up his direction. In the meantime, does anybody else have anything? Oh, okay. Okay, got it. Okay, here we go. What makes Thanksgiving special? For Ilka, it's making her family and friends feel welcome. Food brings Ilka and her loved ones together. With the support of her local pantry, there's enough to go around. This holiday season, join the movement to end hunger. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/themovement. Okay, opening it up. Oh.
I agree.
Yeah.
That was much better.
Okay, cool. Then, last but
Who?
certainly not least.
Sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Who were you? Who are you?
Who am I? Isn't that the philosophical question
Yeah.
for any of us? No, I went with somebody who is trying to tell Ilka's story. I went with the I had somebody who was like this for me, and that's why I got involved with Feed America. With Feeding America, and I wanted to tell her story to everybody.
Mhm.
So that was me. I was representative of Feeding America, wanting to tell Ilka's story to get people involved with the good in the world.
Okay. Thank you.
Almost did a spit take. Okay. Um, then let's go ahead and move it along to Amanda.
Okay. What makes Thanksgiving special? For Ilka, it's making her family and friends feel welcome. Food brings Ilka and her loved ones together. With the support of her local pantry, there's enough to go around. This holiday season, join the movement to end hunger. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement.
Okay, opening it up. What did you all think?
Mhm. I guess so. There was a sense of appreciation you heard, but not like. Hmm.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was a great pace. Um, I thought it was a good pace. Um, yeah, I would say I don't want to maybe consider an additional emotion as you read that's maybe more intimate to what you're seeing, what you're talking about. Um, Maybe that'll help uh, remove some of that. I don't want to say dispassion, like you don't care, but just it'll probably add more intimacy to the read, more investment. Yeah, that's the word I'm probably thinking of. So yeah, maybe add an additional emotion that's maybe more intense. You know, um, maybe a deep respect, maybe a love. Uh,
So,
Okay.
Amanda, who are you in this scene?
I am someone that's sort of looking on, but also someone that, but I'm like looking at someone that I can relate to.
mm,
Okay, okay. So you're not really directly invested in what's
Yeah, but I
specifically
feel
going
like I
on.
should be more invested because I feel like it would make for a more effective read.
Absolutely, and that's what I was going to say. Your read reflected your character, which again, that's good practice right there. Your read reflecting your character, but your character was really disconnected with what was happening.
Okay. All right.
So, um, then let's just modify. If you're looking in on this, then maybe again you have somebody in your life, so you want to tell the story because you have someone in your life who's just like Ilka to a group of kids.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right, let's try that.
Right, whenever you're ready.
What makes Thanksgiving special? For Ilka, it's making her family and friends feel welcome. Food brings Ilka and her loved ones together. With the support of her local pantry, there's enough to go around. This holiday season, join the movement to end hunger. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement.
And yeah, massive 180-degree change there in my opinion. Like it was a much more connected, much more direct read. I the pace might have been broaching on a little fast, but I really wouldn't want you to retake it because I really loved what you did there. It felt like you were much more connected with what was going on. At least that's what I heard. I'm going to open
Thank
it
you.
up to other
I
people.
think
What did you
I
guys hear?
think I agree. I think I really felt the difference.
No, I did. Particularly for me at the end. That call to action called us to action. No encore.
Thank you. That means a lot.
Yeah, no, I mean, I know that sometimes um, you can get a little bit flustered when we ask you to make some big directions on it, and that's okay. I mean, everybody reacts to the reaction to direction differently. But the thing is you wholly embraced it, and it immediately changed your read for the better. Like it was a really, really solid take. I am actually going to say, just give us one more read to wrap it all up, and same thing, just do what you did, feel those emotions again, give us that read one more time, and then I think we can go ahead and call it after that.
Okay. What makes Thanksgiving special? For Ilka, it's making her family and friends feel welcome. Food brings Inka and her loved ones together. And with the support of her local pantry, there's enough to go around. This holiday season, join the movement to end hunger. Get involved at feedingamerica.org/the movement.
Yeah, again, another fantastic read from you with the same emotional investment that I was really looking for and that I really expected. Did you feel personally more invested in what was going on?
Yeah, I totally did. I
Yeah,
feel like
and
in place of Inka, I was thinking of my own grandmother. Like, how was my grandmother, my own family, like Inka?
yeah, yeah, and that is absolutely amazing. Like drawing on your own personal experiences is so hugely important in emotionally communicating and connecting with what's going on. And you did a fantastic job of it again for a second time. Really, really solid read.
Thank you so much. I agree.
All right. So that means we have reached the end of our reading order. That does not mean that the meeting here is over. So anybody who's here in Discord, we still got at least one or two other people to get to. But for those of you who are watching us on Twitch or YouTube, thank you all very much. Once again, you've seen their names scrolling down below. We'd really like to thank everybody who's supporting us over on Coffee. We've got some really cool plans in the work, and they are, it's you guys who are absolutely helping us make that happen. Um, so if you can, please join us here for future practices. And if not, go ahead and let us know what you thought, and hit all the buttons and stuff like that below. You know what to do. Anyway, y'all take it easy, and we'll see you next week. No, no, we won't actually.
Really?
Announcement about that. Stick around afterwards.
All right. See ya.
Take it easy.